Hello, I'm Jessie Ray, and this is Chiron's Key Tarot. Thank you for joining me for this reading. This reading is going to be a general reading for the full moon in Pisces that is happening on August 30th, and I am going to read the Sabian symbol to kind of give a little overall energy of what this full moon in Pisces is going to bring. So, a call to action. This symbol speaks to self-refinement and to the development of special expertise and skill. The image of a girl blowing a bugle emphasizes personal responsibility and pride in accomplishment. The suggestion here is that the individuals find their ultimate happiness through being of genuine service to others and finding a special niche for themselves among their fellows. On a practical level, this degree can indicate a wake-up call, bragging or tooting one's own horn. In the positive, its highest form, is the symbol represents directness and a special gift for finding opportunities to demonstrate competency and talent. And the negative is intrusive or loud attention-getting behavior. So your greatest opportunity and advantage lies in being prepared to take action, keep your wits about you, and do what has to be done and be responsible. And the risk is guard against dismissing some signal you get as a false alarm. Try not to have everything in your life be so ordered and controlled that you can't handle the unexpected emergency or take advantage of the opportunity that you have been waiting for. So if you are a Virgo rising, this is going to be taking place in your natal 7th house. And the 7th house is all about like contracts, contractual agreements, partnerships, marriage. So you guys could be having a little bit of an illumination around your partnerships right now out there in the world. If you know how you're feeling about them, how you're relating with them, because Mercury is also going to be going retrograde in your first house, in your sign. So I really feel like this is going to be a little bit of a challenging time for you guys, just because Pisces is your polar opposite. And so the full moon is, you know, illuminating the polar opposite of you at the same time while Mercury is going retrograde in your first house, which is you and how, you know, you are. So I feel like this full moon might be a little bit intense for some of you guys. So let me know in the comments down below if you feel like sharing, you know, how this is showing up. But with partnerships and things of that nature, I feel like there might be some things that are coming to the surface, hard conversations that need to be had. I feel like this is going to play out in a couple different ways. You guys are going to take the relationship to the next level and deepen the commitment you guys have to each other, or you guys might realize that the relationship is just really not what you guys want anymore at this time, and you guys might decide to kind of break things off. So if you have a business partnership, things could be, you know, getting illuminated around that too. What's working, what's not. So just kind of be open to those. And 9 of Wands and the Prince of Pentacles. Okay. So also spend some time around water. Take a bath, take an Epsom salt bath, go to a lake, go to the beach if you have one close by. But you got the moon card here, and I really feel like this full moon is just going to be highlighting things that have just been laying under the surface for you guys that you guys haven't maybe necessarily had time to address, or just maybe haven't had to want to have those difficult conversations. Maybe not quite sure if you know, if the things that you've been thinking about and the changes that you want to be making, you know, really thinking about how you guys are wanting to move forward. Yeah, and in your relationships, really, and things kind of coming to the surface. I feel like there's going to be maybe some secrets that get revealed around this time. Pisces does deal with kind of the unseen, right? The unknown, the subconscious. So maybe there's going to be some illumination themes around some things that have just really kind of been hidden under the surface that need to come to fruition. The Hanged Man. I feel like this is about the Mercury retrograde that's going to be happening in your sign, in your natal first house if you are a Virgo rising. Really asking you to reevaluate, get another perspective, gain another perspective, really look at your perspective on things. And maybe you're feeling like things are just a little bit upside down right now. And with maybe all of these things being illuminated around your partnerships, you know, the changes, how you want things to change, trying to maybe see something from another person's point of view to see if you can't gain some insight there to help kind of try to clear things up. And I feel like being open to hearing other people's perspectives might expand yourself a little bit, might expand some opportunities, might expand your relationship. Some of you guys really might go deeper and take your relationships to the next level. Business partnerships could be strengthened, romantic partnerships could be strengthened, friendships, you could have a really meaningful connection with a friend, like something happens, there's an event, and it really kind of brings you guys a little bit closer together. There's a sense of expanding the relationships that are working and that you know are working and that you feel really great about. And you're kind of like, I don't even really need to spend too much time. This feels really great. The other person's super receptive. I'm super receptive to them. And there's a sense of really kind of getting to a more successful place in your relationships. You guys could also maybe travel. Maybe you guys have a romantic getaway or go on your honeymoon. I wouldn't recommend it during Mercury retrograde. There can be delays and things like that. But if you already have it scheduled, just realize that during Mercury retrograde, things can get a little bit delayed. So have backup plans. But I feel like there's going to be some type of an expansion or actually traveling someplace else, either with a business partner, you guys get a new deal somewhere, or with a romantic partner, you guys take a honeymoon, or you guys just kind of have a little nice getaway that really allows you guys to expand upon your relationships, really deepen your guys' connection, and really kind of take things to another level. And I feel like you guys are really focused on building things that are stable, the stability of things, wanting things to have a good structure and a good understanding, which with this Mercury in retrograde in your first house, I really feel like that's going to kind of bring up some things too, like how you're showing up as yourself, maybe restructuring how you are communicating, and some of your perspectives on things. And Prince of Swords here, I feel like you guys are really going to kind of be in the mind about things. I feel like you guys are going to be getting a lot of ideas and wanting to be fast acting on things, but try to slow down and really ground down in. You're not really typically a sign that moves really fast, but there is kind of a sense of kind of wanting these things, right? Really wanting to share your ideas, share your knowledge, share like where you want to go in the relationship, where you want the business to go. Really I feel like really being flooded with a lot of good ideas and kind of feeling slightly scattered about, okay, I have all these ideas, I'm getting all of this creative stuff coming in, and now it's kind of time to like sit and tease it out, right? And really sit with it. You guys are good about getting those details. So now it's like all of these different ideas are coming in, and now it's like, okay, I want the details of each one of these ideas. I want to sit with it. How does it look? How does it make me feel? Getting really in depth with each one of these kind of inspirations that have come in, or ideas. And really kind of, I feel like with some of these partnerships that might be a little bit tricky right now, really kind of relying on your inner strength and your inner wisdom to give you guidance, and really realizing that sometimes we're just not going to be resonating with that person anymore, and that it needs to come to an end, and we still wish that person well, but there's something about really kind of relying on that strength, right? To kind of be like, okay, this is how I really feel about this. And with Mercury going retrograde, there is that sense that, especially if you're a Virgo rising, it's going to be in your first house. So that's really all about yourself, right? The seed point, you, and really kind of maybe going into some of those spaces that you haven't wanted to, but having the strength to do it now because you know it's going to give you that wisdom. You know that kind of looking at things from a different perspective or changing your viewpoint or being a little bit more open to somebody else's might really actually bring about a balance, because there is a sense of kind of needing to balance out these perspectives here. There's a sense of wanting to have both parties feeling good, both parties feeling heard, seen, respected, both parties being able to sit at the table and collaborate in a way that makes things feel really beautiful. And with this world card kind of expanding on these, I feel like anything that is really weighing you down, you're really gonna be looking at that, okay? And this Mercury retrograde, this Mercury energy feels a little bit heavy for you guys. So there's a sense of maybe really needing to let some of these things go that we're holding, as our own truths, that will really kind of bring about this release for us and really kind of open up our opportunities. So be mindful. It's okay to really have our own viewpoint, but is your viewpoint maybe shutting out some other really great ideas to expand upon? Is really what they're giving me with this. Just be really open to receiving other people's perspectives, especially in these relationships too, with this relationship energy, allowing other people to share their ideas too, and trying to find some like common ground there, to really kind of spice up like a business deal or spice up your marriage a little bit. There's something about kind of opening up to another perspective that will kind of expand and grow, but also being mindful that we need to kind of take our time with this. Prince of Pentacles, gonna go out and get what he wants, but also understands that there's kind of a slow, methodical approach too, which you guys, understand that as well. And really taking your time with this and really seeing how you can grow and expand, what resources might need to be gathered, right? To go and have like a traveling adventure, or going and having a loving romantic getaway with your partner. The resources needed for that and how that will play into everything. And so just be really loving to yourself during this Mercury retrograde. And also with Venus being in retrograde too. I think Saturn's in retrograde right now. There's just a lot of the planets asking us to really revisit a lot of different things in our life. So, and I feel like just kind of being open, right, to change, open to perspective, open to different ideas, open to new creative possibilities. So, and your guys' love notes from the universe. My thoughts and feelings are valid and important. And I am not alone. I'm really working at that relationship sector, and amazing things are coming my way. I really feel like this is talking about partnerships and friendships and relationships. And for some of you where those things are coming to an end, it's because these amazing things are coming, right? So if you're feeling like, well, no, actually, I just lost my partner, there's going to be a pause, right? We're going to go through the grief. We're going to go through the loss. We're going to have our perspective and thoughts and feelings about it. But I feel like this is just another one of those moments where it's like, but don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. Something else more amazing is on its way. So hopefully something in that message resonated. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'm wishing you the best on this full moon in Pisces, Virgo. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.